All right, so shit just went down. That wasn't the coolest. We're diving. Willie here goes for a pretty long dive. I start counting Mississippis. It seems like overdue. He should be up by now. I go back out to the ocean. I'm pretty much preparing the eulogy and how I'm gonna break this to his parents.
I'm just swimming by the shore.
Unbeknownst to me, I'm doing search patterns. And then, what do you see?
Motherfucking orcas.
You could probably count the amount of people that free dove with orcas on the better part of 2 hands.
And I do the math and figure Will just got eaten by an orca. And sure, they say the statistics are 0 humans have died by orca in the ocean, right? But are you really gonna test those odds? They start false charging me about 5 meters away.
Well, I see him sprint towards the shore and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And 10 seconds later, 2 orcas pop like 30 feet away from me. And I'm just like, holy fuck! And they dive back down and then they come a little closer and then pop back up again. And that was nuts.
At that point, I think, well, it got Will. I started swimming pretty fast. All right, end of story. We got a lot of sea penises.
Yeah, we got a lot of sea penises.
Anyway, the less funny part of that, when the adrenaline wears off, it was kind of messed up. I thought Will had succumbed to shallow water blackout, and I knew I was racing the clock, trying to keep my composure. The trickiness of freediving and trying to do a rescue is you want to keep your heart rate down, but it's pretty hard to do that when you're so attached to the outcome. And usually when you're doing your recovery breathing, so basically just being calm at the surface, that can take anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes, but you probably want at least a minute before you dive again to get to depth to really do a good search. But now you're rushing it, heart rate's up, so you can't really go that deep or that long. And so you kind of got to disassociate and detach yourself from the outcome. I mean, somebody can pretty much be hypoxic and not breathing for maybe 7 minutes. If you're lucky, 10 without brain damage. So now you're racing the clock of how long can I rest and how long can I dive. And as the clock starts winding up, then you start to understand that, well, it's going to be a body recovery. Anyway, if you're looking to learn to hold your breath with a high heart rate with orcas swimming about, then you can check out the programs at the Risk Swimmer Mindset. All right, Vinny out.